early season whitetail hunting. In some of the states that necessarily aren't states we think about for big whitetail bucks, kind of the sleeper states, but some of my favorite places to hunt. All of us on Savage Outdoors have got a soft spot in our heart for hunting those cottonwood river bottoms in South Dakota. That's right, this week's Savage Outdoors, South Dakota Whitetail episode number 2. We're with Western Ranch Outfitters. We're hunting whitetails in some of the best whitetail habitat in the country. Super high volumes of deer. When a hunter comes here, you can expect to see 75 to 100 deer a sit. That's just amazing. How many places can you go and do that? These river bottoms are absolutely full of deer and good bucks. These are the Dakota strain of whitetails, so they're the big boys, big bodied deer. Load up the bad boy buggies and let's go. You've even got a chance for mule deer in this country. In those river bottoms, you've got whitetails and mule deer. The archery tags are good for both, so it's a buck tag. So if you saw a big muley, you could take him. You see a big whitetail, you can take him. You just don't know what's going to come out. That's what's exciting about hunting this area. Tons of game, tons of deer. And during that October, early season time of year, it's that transition time for weather up there. Those bucks are just getting ready to start thinking about the rut, and sometimes you can take those horns, tickle them together, and you might get that buck thinking that's the first fight or the first hot doe and draw him right in. It's an exciting time of year to be in the woods, especially when you're in the woods with this many deer. You just don't know what you can make happen. These river bottoms are full of food. Cornfields, bean fields, alfalfa. During this transition period, you may have snow, you may have some warm weather, but during those weather changes, that's when the deer get on their feet. That's when it can be special. Super high success rates, one of my favorite places to hunt. When those leaves start to change, you can get on some pretty good deer. The guys have put their time in, they've done their homework, they've run their cameras, they've got the stands set in the right locations, in the pinch points. Now it's time for that one opportunity. Hopefully we can put it together and maybe get a shot at a good buck. Let's go to South Dakota.
An animal, true to its ferocious nature, is savage. An untamed, uninhabitable, and unwelcoming place is savage. A relentless, fierce, wild person is savage. Takes to be a savage. The Savage Outdoors is brought to you by Savage Arms, the definition of accuracy, and Field and Stream, where traditions begin.
Hey, welcome back to Savage Outdoors. You know, our equipment is critical when we're traveling all over the country and trying to get that one opportunity at a great buck. It's critical that we are confident in what we're shooting. I took the Elite Shootability Challenge, and I have found the smoothest drawn, best shooting bows I've ever shot. The Energy 32, the Energy 35, or the new Synergy from Elite Archery. Take the Shootability Challenge, go shoot one at your local pro shop, and you'll see what I'm talking about. When we're on trips, traveling all over the country, North America really, doing hunts here on Savage Outdoors, there's one thing that is very important and we always have in our bag or our pack when we're traveling. That's our Otis cleaning kits, so we can keep our guns looking good and shooting good no matter where we're at or what hunt we're on. These kits are small, don't take up hardly any room, and every kit has everything you could possibly need to keep your gun shooting like you want it. Otis Technologies. Let's get back to Savage Outdoors.
The Savage Outdoors is brought to you by Field and Stream, where traditions begin. Bad Boy Buggies, Bushnell Optics, Hunter Safety System, Spy Point and most innovative trail and action cameras, True Glow, Wacom Broadheads, Conquest Scents, Realtree, Family, Friends, and the Outdoors, Elite Archery, the world's most shootable bow, Fusion Ammunition, tough, accurate, lethal, 10-point crossbows, Thermacell, Nature Blinds, Otis Technologies, Pete Shoe Dryer, and Raptor Razor, the ultimate field dressing knives.
Well, this week we got all the Savage Outdoors guys up hunting with Western Ranch Outfitters in South Dakota. Again, week 2 of our South Dakota bow hunting. But we've got the guys from Headhunters TV, Nate Hosey and Randy Birdsong coming in. And the guys were here last year. We had a ton of fun and we killed some big bucks. We're going to try to do it again. We're set up. The wind's blowing the right direction. If one of these bucks will come in, we pulled the card this morning. We were here. We didn't hunt it last night because the wind was wrong, and 2 of those bucks were here. I don't know if they'd come in if we were in here or not because that wind was questionable, but if they'll just come back tonight, we're here, the wind's right. Stage is set, we just gotta have it happen. Bucks are we gonna see tonight? This is crazy. The deer moving. Should be a great hunt. We're gonna head out right now with Nate Hosey from Headhunters. Nate knows how to kill big bucks. He did it here last year. Hopefully he can do a repeat. He's in the same stand he killed his big buck in. That's pretty cool, man. We're set up here in the same stand. I can't leave the stand. I like it too much. Out here at Western Ranch Outfitters in the same tree that I killed a real good 8-pointer last year. And we're just getting here, just getting set up. And we look out there, there's a couple does already out in the field. And this nice young buck with 2 big yellow tags in his ears. I've never seen a buck in the wild with tags in his ears except for that one that old Whitetail killed. Well, we knew about this deer. I'd had Spy Point trail cam pictures of him. I knew this deer was there. No one had put their eyes on him. First deer in the field, nice little 8-point. Nate Hosey texts me and says, there's a buck out here with tags in his ears. I guess one of these local cowboys on one of these ranchers had caught this deer or roped him or something and put these cattle tags in his ears. Kind of funny on the pictures because if you read the tag real close, it says could have got bigger. We've actually been getting pictures of this buck for 2 years, and finally somebody sees him. Kind of cool. And we're ready to rock tonight here in South Dakota. Right there. I think he's 4. What do you think? I think he's 4, dude.
not going to shoot him. I'm not going to shoot him. I think he's 3. We had that nice 10-pointer here at 5 yards. Never had an idea in the world we were here. He just went out and walked back across that plot. I was literally this close to shooting him. But I truly believe that he's a 3-year-old. I was trying to age him, and you know, they run a great program out here, Western Ranch Outfitters, and I just decided to pass him. Good decision or not, I'm unsure of. But I feel good knowing that if I wasn't confident and knowing that he was a 4-year-old, I didn't want to take the shot. Heck of an encounter, beautiful deer.
Hey, welcome back to Savage Outdoors. I've got a question for you. Why would you shoot a mechanical broadhead if you could have a fixed blade cut on impact head that flies as good or better than any mechanical in the industry today? Whack 'em broadheads. Tell you what, here on Savage Outdoors, when we've got all the guys in camp and we've been out after a long day of hunting, the last thing we want to do when we come in is spend a lot of time in the kitchen preparing a big meal or having to clean up after a big meal. And that's why we love using our can cookers. You can cook anything in 45 minutes or less, and it's some of the best food I've ever eaten. Check out a can cooker, and let's get back to Savage Outdoors. Deer movement's been a little bit hit or miss. You know, one day they're moving good, next day they're not. Been a little tough. Sometimes that's what happens in the early season. We're going to stay after, we're going to get on them. Jamie was hunting with us last week, killed a beautiful 8-point. Check this hunt out. This is when it comes together in South Dakota. This is why we're here, just for opportunities like this. But I mean, he's been dead a long time, so we did right by backing out, and he was probably dead right here, right after you shot him. But why push him, you know? Yeah. I bet you that buck's 20 inches wide.
Oh yeah, 19. He was outside his ears.
Game over. We got a big buck in South Dakota. Thank you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Good job.
Yes, sir. Now we just gotta go get the bad boy buggy and load him up, get him out of here. Nice. Tagged out, baby.
You know, here on Savage Outdoors, we hunt all over the country. We've got multiple properties that we hunt. I'm an outfitter as well, and I've got over 200 trail cams in the field that I'm using throughout the whole season. I do not have time for cameras not to work or cameras to fail me. When I get to a location, I've got to know where the bucks are. I've got to be able to get on them and up my odds at an opportunity at a good deer. With my clients and my outfitting businesses, same thing. When my guides go run the cameras, they've got to be working. And that's why we use Spy Point cameras. These cameras are awesome. They never let us down. We get up to 15,000 pictures on a set of batteries. If you want a great trail cam, check out Spy Point cameras. How many hunters out there like wet feet? I know I'm not one of those guys. Every day when I come in, I put my boots on my Pete shoe dryer. It's great for drying up sweat. It makes your boots last longer. And if you do get wet, you fell in that creek or you stepped in a big puddle of water and your boots are soaked, you can dry them up and you don't have to worry about putting on wet boots. Check out Pete shoe dryers and all the great products they make. They've got them from travel Pete's all the way up to the big Advantage Pete where you can dry anything in less than 3 hours. Check out Pete shoe dryers. Let's get back to Savage Outdoors.
The Savage Outdoors is brought to you by Wild Game Innovations. Buck Commander Hex Feeder sets up quick and brings deer in fast. Evolved Harvest, throw and grow extreme oats. Grow more groceries per acre. Campbell Cameras, huge inventory reduction sales going on now. Crossbreed holsters, carry concealed, carry comfortably. Harry, The Cross. Cooler Buck. Portable walk-in cooler system.
Well, Uncle Randy goes out, gets in his stand, I go out. We kind of had a little competition going tonight. Who was going to kill first? We're trying to get everybody pumped up and get the deer moving a little bit in our own minds. And, you know, I just wasn't thinking this through. First doe shows up and Randy goes into kill mode. I was thinking bucks. Uncle Randy's probably got me on this one.
Well, this is the last evening I can hunt here in South Dakota for this trip. Tomorrow me and Mike head out for Illinois. According to my Bushnell backtracker, it's got this neat little thing on here for the animal activity. We've got just about a half hour before it really maxes out. So, I've got high hopes. The wind is great. It's not real hot, it's not real cold yet, but it'll start dropping off as soon as it starts turning the evening. The big buck's coming in tonight, and hopefully it won't let the air out of him.
I know she jumped the fence right in line right here. Well, across the fence right here. There's white belly right here. Oh. Big mature doe. Man, that is one big doe. Look at the size of head on that thing right there. Right where I put it, that Whack-'em done its job. The Elite. Hunting here in South Dakota. First week of bow season for the whitetail. I didn't get a buck, but I got me a doe tonight. She'll be good eating.
Man, great week of hunting here in South Dakota with Western Ranch Outfitters. I say it all the time. I've said it in years past. These guys have got a ton of deer. It's a great place to go hunt. Easy tag to get. Those archery tags is good for mule deer buck or a whitetail buck. You can get doe tags as well. And they have a ton of deer. When you get in the stand, you don't ever know what you're going to see. You don't know how many deer you're going to see. You might see 20. You might see 100. Depends on what alfalfa field or what cut corn field you're sitting on. But without a doubt, tons of deer. Great place to hunt. Give them a call if you want a great South Dakota hunt. Special thanks to the guys from Headhunters TV, Nate Hosey, Randy Bursong. Thanks for coming up and hunt with us. We had a great time. A little bit slower than last year. Weather was a little bit different, but hey, that's hunting. And you know, Jamie was able to put together a good buck on this hunt, and we're all seeing some good deer. I promise one thing, I'm going to stay after it. I'm going to get that South Dakota buck this year. Thanks for watching Savage Outdoors. We'll see you next week. Hey, I want to take a quick second talk to you about another one of the great feeds that Wild Game Innovations come out with, the Bucker Up. This is the ripened apple. Basically what this is an apple trail mix. It's a powder attractant. With this product, you put it out. I put it right here just a couple feet in front of my camera. You know, and all the deer passing by are gonna come by and try this. I mean, typically, if I feed the same feed over and over in the same area, once they try it and they like it, they're gonna keep coming back to it. And we use it during the season and after the season to see what bucks made it through the season. Bucker Up, ripened apple from Wild Game Innovations. Check it out, try it, it works.
The Savage Outdoors is brought to you by Savage Arms, the definition of accuracy. Field and Stream, where traditions begin. Bad Boy Buggies. Bushnell Optics. Hunter Safety System. Spy Point and most innovative trail and action cameras. True Glow. 10-point crossbows. Conquest Scents. Whack-'em broadheads. Elite Archery, the world's most shootable bow. Can Cooker. Field and Stream. Fusion ammunition. Tough, accurate, lethal. Thermacell. Nature Blinds. Pete Shoe Dryer. And Raptor Razor, the ultimate field dressing knives.